Comicsgate is not a hate group. So there's been a lot of excitement around Comicsgate on the left and right, some hating, some loving. And I wanted to weigh in. Now, I made it through my career without commenting on Gamergate. I'm continuing to not comment on Gamergate. But Comicsgate is a little bit more outside my purview, and I feel like it's safe to comment because I'm not hearing my opinion many places. So, Comicsgate to me is not about the politics. I know all we hear is that Comicsgate is a hate group, or the people against Comicsgate, they're social justice lefties and they hate. But that's not what's interesting about Comicsgate. Comicsgate is a reaction of pros in a shrinking industry, and no one can deny that comics are shrinking. It's year on year down again and again. And people like me who love comics and collect comics, we're not collecting comics right now. The characters are not good. The stories are not good. They don't appeal to us. And when really high quality creators, and Comicsgate has some top flight talent, Ethan Van Sciver and Doug TenNapel and Richard Meyer, well, we'll find out how good he is. Now, all these guys, they're coming out, and they're coming out with new characters and interesting characters, a lot of action, and it looks like the comic books that I like to buy. Now, what's doubly interesting is that they're going with a direct-to-consumer market. So, Comicsgate, you subscribe to these guys' YouTubes, and you get to watch the process. You learn their opinions. You get to know them as people, and you get a lot more out of the relationship between creator and reader. I think that especially for comics, that is going to be transformative. If you look in mainstream Marvel, mainstream DC, there are not a lot of writers and artists that you could directly identify, that you would think, oh, I'm really excited to see this guy. Especially on the Marvel side, the art has really gone downhill, the story quality has gone downhill, and there's not a single book that I get excited to buy on the Marvel side. Now in Comicsgate, if you go through those Indiegogo pages, if you can't get excited about the preview art for Jawbreaker's Lost Souls or Cyberfrog or Brand, that one came out as a real shock to me. The art on that is just fantastic. And you look at this, and you look at the amount of effort that these Comicsgate creators are putting in, and it's just outstanding. It looks like the 90s. It looks like when comics were fun. And then you go onto the shelves, you see modern Marvel, and it just doesn't do it. So, to me, Comicsgate is a creator-led movement that is fundamentally reimagining how comic books are sold and marketed. And all the political stuff is not necessary to the conversation, and it kind of draws people down the wrong path. Because Comicsgate, I think, is going to be for everyone. Everyone's going to want to go this direct marketed comic book route. If you have 100,000 followers on Twitter, why wouldn't you set up an Indiegogo and monetize those people? Why wouldn't you give them what they want, which is apparently your stuff, and talk to them while you're doing it? That's where these these people in the comic book industry, I don't know if they really think what they're saying about these creators, that they're sexist, racist, homophobe, anti-trans, all this stuff, or if it's the reaction of scared people in a declining industry. Well, that's my take. Let me know what you think. Hit to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and make sure you hit like.